Today for my Bringing Back Basic Gray collaboration, we are going to make a journal pocket and maybe some embellishments or some other things to go with the pocket and to go inside of my journal here. Hey guys, it's Beth, welcome. So today is the Bring Back Basic Gray collaboration that I'm doing with my friend Sarah over at Crafting and Relaxing here on YouTube, and Kathy, who is Stampin' Cat, over on Instagram. And each month we just pull out some basic gray papers that we've all loved and hoarded over the years, and we are playing with them. So this month I have decided to make a journal pocket. You don't see me do a lot of journal stuff on my channel because I guess comparably to some of my other friends, I don't do a whole lot of junk journals. But I have this journal that I started back, I believe in 2020 during the pandemic, and it is for our bourbon distillery trips that my husband and I take. We've been to Kentucky a lot, and we love to do distillery tours. We both love bourbon, and so we love to explore and taste and see the distilleries. And so anyway, I started this journal way back then, and I've not done anything with it. We are going on vacation, and I decided this might be a good contained vacation project. We are flying, so I can't take all of the tools and goodies that I would normally take if I were going camping and doing camper crafting. So I figured this could be like a limited kit that I could take, and it would push me to get some work done on it. So I found a fun pocket idea, and her name is, the channel is Liz the Paper Project here on YouTube, and I will link it below. But it was, I was looking for something that I could do with one sheet of paper. And she used 8.5 by 11, and so I will do one of those with you. But I also made a bigger one because I thought it might work good on the inside cover of my journal. So this is a 12 by 12 page that I folded down into this triple pocket holder. So like I said, it just fits right there on the inside, and I just thought it would be fun. I can store some extra ephemera, maps, things like that in there. But I will make the 8.5 by 11 version with you because I can use that on a page inside my journal. So it's super simple, and basically you want to take and fold, that's fine. You want to take and fold both sides towards the middle. And again, I will link Liz's video for you to follow down below. She seems to have way more journal experience than I do. I'm just making a random pocket with you. But so I'm going to score that, and then you can do this fold at any point. There's no set size or height. I'm just going probably just over halfway up, folding up. And again, I'm going to burnish. And you can use single-sided paper, double-sided paper. In her video, she used single-sided paper. I'm using double-sided because most of my basic gray is double-sided. And so now we're going to unfold it a little bit and come in and trim this little score line right here on both sides. You're only going towards that vertical score line, the very first one that you made. So now you have the flaps that fold in towards the center, and you I eyeballed it. You can measure if you want to. On my other one, I did measure just because it was so much bigger. But you want to make sure that these come as close to the center as possible. So then you fold up this flap, and then you're going to take these two side ones and fold them forward. So now you have this top pocket. This is going to be a pocket, and then these flaps are going to create another pocket. And so then she just did some fun folding. And so you're going to do the t-shirt, or the shirt collar fold. So you're just going to fold back the corners here. And this is why I kind of like the double-sided, just because I don't necessarily have to embellish the pocket as much. It's already going to have some. And then I'm going to do the same with this flap up here. I'm going to fold them out for now. But then I'm going to fold them in to glue. So we'll see what that looks like here in a minute. So I'm going to fold them in and glue them down. And I'm just using my Barely Arts glue and bone folder for this. I'm going to burnish that down. And then this step is optional. I'm going to go ahead and do it just because I know my journal is probably going to be chunky already, and this will just kind of help it lay better. But to make this very first pocket, I'm going to just go along the bottom right there. And like I said, it's optional because once you fold this other flap up and glue it down, it will hold these in place. But like I said, this just kind of helps everything lay better for me, especially because this basic gray is a little bit thicker. It's not like copy weight, it's a thicker cardstock-ish paper. So that created our first pocket. The next pocket is taking the glue along here and just going up along those sides. And then the last step is going to be to add some glue to these flaps. And once we put those down, we now have 3 pockets. So here is the strip I had left over. So you have a pocket there, and then you now have a pocket here in the front. And I am going to go ahead and glue these flaps down as well. And so there we go. So I did kind of the same thing on this one as well. So I have 2 pockets that are very similar. So I don't have a ton of embellishments for basic gray. So I think what I might do is take, this is the branding strip. So you can see I use the Paris almond leafed pattern from Basic Gray from 2010. So the finished size of this one is 4 1/4 by 6 3/4 almost. So this was using the 8.5 by 11 paper. The 12 by 12 final size ends up being 6 by like 7 3/4. So it's a little bit bigger. You can see the size difference there. So what did I say, 4 1/4? Yeah. So I'm going to take the strip from the first pattern I used. And I think I will just glue a couple of those right along the front. And one of the reasons I'm not going to do a ton of embellishing on these is because as I get into the journal, like I have ephemera and stuff in my bin of like distillery related ephemera. So I will kind of come back in and pepper in some of those on here as well, but I will kind of cover up some of that plain green there. And then I don't know if I have any labels. No. I was going to say if I had some labels that might work. I could always do something like that on there, but we'll see. We'll kind of come back to that. I don't see bows. Bows don't feel very distillery bourbonish to me. So I may actually hold off on that, but you could embellish this up as much as you wanted on, you know, your pockets. So I have this, and it might actually, might make some decent journal cards or some like corner pockets in my journal. So I haven't sewn this in at all. Like, I really haven't done a lot of anything, but I may do something like do kind of like a little corner pocket and fold that back, kind of in that same spirit of what we were doing. Glue that down, and I think that would kind of go here with the green. So over the years, as we've done these distillery tours, we've collected brochures from the distilleries. We have tons of pictures. We have maps. We've done like the Bourbon Trail, the official Bourbon Trail, a couple different times. So, and they keep adding, like, bourbon is becoming more and more popular. So there's like so many new distilleries, and all the distilleries we originally saw have changed. So we go back, and so now that's a little pocket. And some of these other ones I might just do as like a journaling card. So let's see, that is 3.5. I just do 3.5 by 4, and then I can use these as journaling cards throughout, because there are some, I tried to do like a rustic, kind of modern rustic vibe through here. So there's like greens and browns and blacks and whites. I have a couple pops of red and yellow. So that's why I thought the kind of the grungy feel of the basic gray paper would work really well. So there, that works. But anyway, I'm just going to hold on to these because I can always add something here or journal on it, or add some white paper to it and come back and do some journaling. And I don't know, I guess to try and use up some of this, we might just come in here with this at the bottom. I said that one was 6, so we will add this down here. And this was the Capella timpani pattern that I used for the smaller pocket. So this I could always use as a little border on a page. Here we go. Maybe we'll add it right there. So this page is 8 inches tall. And this is one thing I love to do with the strip scraps when I do make journals, is add them. You can do them like down the middle as a tuck spot, or just like on the side of a page as a border. If it's a little bit wider strip, you could do it as a side pocket. I'm just doing it since this is just the back side of a paper plain white. It just adds a little bit of detail, and the brown and the cream kind of go with that over there too. So that's what we're gonna go with. So then I just have a couple of strips left, and I will just throw that back in with my basic gray scraps that I have and play with them probably next month, because next month for Smash Our Stash, it is paper scraps again. So I will probably be doing some playing with my scraps from basic gray and seeing what I can come up with. So I am going to wait until I'm going through my journal before I glue these in somewhere, just to see where I would like them. Again, this one would go on the front or back cover, and then this one here could fit on a page. Obviously not that page, but maybe like that page or something. So it would fit there. So anyway, that's my little journaling tutorial for you. I will have Liz, the Paper Projects channel, linked down below with that video that I used to inspire me to make these pockets. Please be sure to check out Sarah's video and Kathy's post over on Instagram to see what they made with their basic gray this month. I thank you all so very much for your time, and I hope you all have a very crafty day.